Hey everybody, today we are in the Zapata Falls recreation area. Right now we're overlooking the San Luis Valley, and the Great Sand Dunes National Park is about 7 miles off to our right. And then we've got the Sangre de Cristo mountain range in the background. Right now we're in the parking area for the Zapata Falls Trail. It's a half-mile hike that takes you up about 400 feet in elevation to Zapata Falls. And then there's also another trail that connects off that takes you to Zapata Lake, and that one is just under 5 miles. It's about 4.5 miles. And that one has about a 2,500 foot change in elevation. Takes you up to over 11,000 feet. So right now we're driving through the picnic area, the day use picnic area. And here in a moment we'll be coming up on the Zapata campground. Current elevation 9,033 feet. So the road to the right leads us back down into the valley. It's about 2.5 to 3 miles to the paved road. To the left is the loop that we just came through for the trailheads. And then straight in front of us is the campground. So the Zapata Falls recreation area, that's a BLM campground, or BLM land. So the camping fees are a little bit cheaper. I believe we're going to be at $11 a night for this campground. So we have 25 campsites here. And our stay limit is 14 days in any 30-day period. There is one group campsite, which is $20 per night. All right, let's go check it out. So this looks like our camp host here on the right. So these campsites have bear lockers. It's these big metal boxes with the doors that you see. So this is site number 1. This looks like it is going to be our group campsite. That's $20 per night.
The host was number 1.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Straight ahead, if you can see the snow-covered peak, that's Mount Blanca, one of the 14ers here in the mountain range. Alright, campsite number 3, looking out over the San Luis Valley. Got a bear locker. It's a pull-through site. Got your fire ring, picnic table. So that's the San Juan mountain range over in the distance. In between, you can barely make out the town of Alamosa, which is the biggest city in the San Luis Valley. And then the water that's close by, that is one of the area wetlands. So cell service, we've got 4G coverage with AT&T. And looks like we've got pretty good coverage with Verizon as well. So the San Luis Valley is about 100 miles north to south at an elevation of 7,500 feet roughly. And in places it's 20 to 50 miles wide. And it's a great area. The biggest deal with the economy is agriculture. Let's see a number here. I'm assuming this is going to be number 4. It's got a bear locker and a picnic table. So the economy here in the valley, potatoes is the big crop. Spinach, lettuce are a couple of the others. There's another view down in the valley. And we're looking at Site 5. And right there's the bear locker and the picnic table for it. Parking area with somebody here with a tent on the left, and that was going to be site number 6. Just a little tent pad up there by the bear locker and the picnic table. Campsite number 7. Not well shaded right here, but some great views. Get some great sunsets looking out across the valley again. And then we're about 7 miles from the Great Sand Dunes National Park. There's a campground up there. I think it's Pinyon Flats. Is that right? Is the name of the one up there? Yeah. Did you catch the site number here? It should be 8.
8.
All right. Yep, that was site number 8. So it's just like a pull off. So currently it's about 10, almost 11 in the morning. Campsite 9 on the right. Pull down in here. This one's just a pull off as well. Great view there of Mount Blanca. In elevation. Currently we are headed northeast. That was site number 10. So besides the Great Sand Dunes, there is what used to be San Luis State Park. It's now San Luis State Wildlife Area. There's a campground there that now that it's a wildlife area, not a state park, it doesn't accept reservations. It's the Mosca Campground. And that was at the start of 2017, I think, that they changed that to a wildlife area. And as of the summer of 2018, the electrical hookups were still active and free of charge for anybody that's looking for electrical hookups. Got site number 11 coming up.
On our right.
It's right there in front of us. It'll curve off to the right.
It's pretty rocky.
If you got a short RV, site 12 here looks awesome. pull in and you get a little bit of shade later in the day. Great views down into the valley again. You can really see a long ways. We're about 20 miles out of Alamosa, Colorado, off of, just north of Highway 160, about 10 miles. I'm guessing this is Site 11. Turn around a second and let you get a glimpse of this view. So we're looking to the north now, and you've got views of quite a bit of the valley. Off to the west, and then off to the southwest, towards Alamosa again. Great views on this one. Restrooms nearby and trash. So there's a loop that divides the campground. We're in number 17 now. It's really amazing views up here. The road to get up here is a wide dirt road that's not quite 3 miles from the paved highway. I believe that's Highway 150. Site number 18 coming up on the right. That road up here, though, is pretty bumpy. We spend the majority of the drive driving on the wrong side of the road to avoid a lot of the rocks. Site number 19. And somebody overshot the parking block there up into the snow. So we're here on April 7th, 2019. Still quite a bit of snow.
Well, not the campground itself.
Current temperature at 11 a.m., 47 degrees. Probably getting down close to freezing at night. The picnic table up on the hill.
20.
That was in site number 20. This is the pull off for it. 21 on our left. Get a larger RV in here. You probably get 25, 30 feet at least. And if you're pulling a trailer, you can disconnect and park your truck next to it. And we've got site 22 here on our left, which appears to be a pull-through. Again, plenty of room in this site for parking. Some really amazing views up here. And site 23 on our left. Parking area is starting to get some shade on it. You got trees on all three sides, but the other sides are pretty short, so I don't think it's going to shade an RV. Site number 24. We're looking down on site 2 is down below us. Site 2 is I think that's the group site. Has 3 bear lockers and 3 picnic tables. On our right is 25. Pull in here so you get a glimpse of it. Got a little bit of a climb up the hill.
Blackbirds having breakfast.
So I believe this is going to be campground video number 144 for us. We're starting off our 4th season of creating these videos. If you enjoy what you're seeing here, we'd appreciate you giving us a thumbs up. We're going to go back through real quick. So that was the number 1 camp host. Number 2. Number 2 is the pull through with the group site. So that's the $20 one. Site 3. Site 4. And then right here is where we split off and went to number 5 on the right. So we're going to take the left, just for the camping trailers apparently. And see what's up here. So we got site 14 on our left. It's got pretty good views. I think it was just camping trailers on the sign. Some of these are pretty short. On our left is number 15, just a little pull off, and you got to walk up a path to your table. Straight in front of us should be number 16.
That's kind of a short one too.
Yeah, it's pretty short. And we are connecting back up where we was at before. So to the right is where we came from. That was one, I think we thought it was number 11 maybe. It's just out in the open with the amazing views.
I can't see the site number.
Alright, so we're on to 17 here.
This is wheelchair accessible.
Oh, handicap accessible on 17.
Accessible, yeah.
Other activities in the area, the Rio Grande Scenic Railroad out of Alamosa. That's an all-day train ride. You can either get on in Alamosa or you can get on to the east in Fort Garland. So Fort Garland has a museum there at the old fort, and the train stops there on its way up the La Veta Pass to the town of La Veta, and then back down. If you want to save a little time, get on in Fort Garland. You're just going through sagebrush country between there and Alamosa, and it'll save you probably 40 minutes each way on the train. They did have a forest fire up on La Veta Pass, or up that direction along the railroad route this last summer in 2018. So I'm not sure what the scenery looks like. We had been up there the year prior to that. It's 22 on our left, 23 on the left. What else do we need to tell you? RV dump station. I saw a RV dump station in Alamosa at one of the gas stations where it's free if you fill up with gas. And I believe we'll check out some of our videos that we got coming up for the campgrounds at Sand Dunes and the San Luis wildlife area. And we'll let you know. I believe there's another dump station for the RVs over that direction. If you haven't already subscribed, you can click the red subscribe button down that lower right corner and follow us as we continue our videos of campgrounds in Colorado. And you can also hit the bell to get a notification every time that we upload a new video. head down towards the highway. Keep the camera going for a little bit. A couple other attractions in the area. Colorado Gators. Started out as a fish farm, and they didn't have a way to deal with the scraps from the tilapia as they processed that to go to market. So they brought in some gators, and it's kind of grown from there, and they realized that the gators could survive the winters up here in the valley, hibernate underwater. So that's a fun one to take the kids to. There's also a UFO watchtower. We've driven by it. It seems a little gimmicky, but
and we've seen a lot of UFOs.
This would be a great place with Alamosa really being the only major source of light in this valley. This would be a great place to check out the night sky and really see the stars and the UFOs. Again, the road is pretty bumpy, but we saw like a first generation Toyota Sienna minivan driving up here, a couple Outbacks, some low clearance vehicles.
Beautiful views.
Yeah, this is definitely a campground that I would want to come camp out just for the scenery. Keep the camera rolling as we go downhill. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out with some of these bumps, but we'll keep it going so you can see more of the valley as we head down. We've had a couple people ask how they could help support us in our efforts to film all these campgrounds in Colorado. Right now, the easiest way is if you shop on Amazon. We are an Amazon affiliate, and we'll include a link in the video notes. And by clicking that link, we get a small commission off of anything that you purchase from Amazon. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It helps us out. Helps keep gas in the tank. Be sure to leave us a comment if you get any suggestions or thoughts on how we can make these videos better and more informative for you. Here we are coming down looking at the great sand dunes and several 14ers up in the Sangre de Cristo mountain range. Got Kit Carson Peak, the Crestone Needle, I forget what the other two are. There's like, I believe 4 right there within view.
Out there. Well, I know there's cows, but Maybe that's equipment. That might be equipment I see. Straight ahead. No, straight. Do you see that straight ahead?
Oh yeah, that probably is. Well, we finally made it down. Thanks for watching.
Have a blessed day.